Hello,
Hello,
Sally. Good evening.
good evening, teacher.
Can you hear me well, Sally?
Yes,
Yes. So first of all, thank you for joining for our makeup class today. So anyway, how's your Sunday?
it's just like a normal day because this weekend I'm very busy with the homework, with my schoolwork.
Yeah, so how many subjects did you finish for today?
I don't know, but maybe English, math, Japanese, um, science, history, and also some English work that my mom told me to do it.
Well, that's great. That's a lot of homework that you've finished for today. Well, it's great because you had a productive day today, Sally. Yeah, so tomorrow you will feel that you're ready to go back to school because you've done so many homework. Anyway, for tonight we are going to continue with our lesson here in Unit 9. It's all about the underground. You know what, Sally? I remember that yesterday you told me why is it called tube station, tube train, tube entrance, and what's that? Tube map. And I told you yesterday that it is underground and it actually looks like a tube like that. Okay, aside from the fact that it looks like a tube, okay? In London too, the nickname of the underground is the tube. Okay, if your friend will ask you, "Oh, hey Sally, where are you?" You can actually say, "Hey, I'm actually here at the tube." Then of course if your friend is an English person, when I say English person, that means she's a person born and raised in London. So she's British like that. Then she would immediately know that you are in an underground or you're in the train station. Yeah, because of course
Yes.
the underground has deep tunnels that actually look like the tube. Yes, that's why it's called the tube. Okay, so here, Sally, there are actually more words in here that you can use whenever that you're going to use the transportation, which is the underground. So first, we have here zone.
Zone is the underground is divided into different zones. For example, zone 1 is the central area of London.
That's right. Okay, actually, the other word for zone is called district. Okay, so in which district do you want to stop on? Oh, I want to stop in District 1, District 2, like that. Okay, and of course, whenever that you're going to ride the subway, you should know which which zone you should stop or where you should go or where is your final destination. That's what I mean. Okay, so next we have here single ticket.
Single ticket is a ticket that allows you to go on one journey to a destination without returning.
That's right. So this is just a one-way ticket. Okay, like, oh, I only book one-way ticket because I'm not sure when will I go back to my hometown. Like that. Okay. So you know what, Sally? Like most of the time, people only buy single tickets if it's necessary. For example, like whenever that you apply a visa, um if you're like yeah if for example you plan to go to Japan, yes, and you're not sure yet when are you coming back because you don't know if you will like Japan or you won't like that. So it's safe and better to book just a single ticket, a one-way ticket, so that you won't have any regrets and you can actually it's just that whenever that you buy a single ticket without your returning flight, then what's that? It's safe, but there's a disadvantage about it because whenever that you have planned to return and you're gonna book your returning ticket in a rush hour, then expect that it's gonna be expensive like that. Yeah. Okay. So whenever that you travel with your parents, Sally, whether it's domestic or international flights, do your parents book single ticket or two-ways ticket?
I think they would book single ticket because maybe I think single ticket will give us more freedom. Like we can stay if we like that place, we can stay there, explore them more, and then book another ticket when we want to go back to our home.
Yes, that's right. Okay, I completely agree with you, Sally. And the opposite word of single ticket we have here, return ticket.
Return ticket is a ticket that allows you to go to a place and return from there.
That's right. Okay, so sometimes return ticket is also called as round trip ticket. So that means you can actually go there and at the same time you have a specific date when to come back to your hometown, like that. Okay, so now here next we have stop.
Stop is a station on the underground train route.
Yes. Okay, so Sally, if you can, if you, even if you're just going to ride a bus, there are so many bus stops. Yes.
Yes.
So how did fewer stops affect passenger Sally?
Fewer stop. Maybe there will be like the bus or train will be more crowded, and people will have to wait long for the train because there are too fewer stop. With more stop, they can go to different places, and like it saves their time as well as the like it's not crowded.
Yes, that's right. And it's also less convenient. Yeah, because of course the traveling time is longer than usual. That is why, Sally, whenever that I travel, I would by bus. Yeah, whenever that I travel by bus, I would really choose a bus that only stop once. It won't make many stops. Like I know, like they would actually stop whenever that you would say, "Oh, this is where I would, what's that? Like you can actually say that, oh, this is where I would take off, like that. Okay, they will make a stop. But in getting passengers, they will only have one stop. Yeah, that kind of bus is more convenient and it saves so much time because the way that it moves is continuous. It doesn't have many stops, like because most of the bus would make a stop in every bus stop to get passengers if there are still available seats. But there are also some buses who do not actually make stops in every station to get passengers, even if there are available seats. Yeah, because they made a commitment saying that there will be only one stop, like that, or non-stop bus. So same thing with the train, with the subway. There are also like, was that like non-stop, or they would stop by at the five station, three stations, like that. Okay, so anyway, we have here next escalator.
Escalator is a moving staircase that takes you up or down a level.
Yes. So what's the difference between escalator and elevator, Sally?
Elevator is like the lift. We go there and we just stand there like it's a small room, but escalator is like the stair, but it's running, and we also do nothing, just stand and wait for it to arrive on the higher stage.
That's right. So which is more convenient for you, using the lift or the escalator whenever that you commute?
I think elevator is more convenient and also safer because the escalator, like sometimes when we use the escalator, some people they also using the phone when they're in the escalator, and when it arrive at the higher stage, like it just run and run, so they will be fall out of it, and it's more dangerous.
That's so true, especially for kids. That is why whenever
Yes.
that I go to the mall with my nephew, I would really carry them compared to leaving them on their own to use the escalator. Because most of the time the elevators are full. Yeah, so I would just use the escalator and carry them with my own hands. Yeah, because it's so risky to let them use the escalator on their own like that. And you know what, Sally, like um uh, whenever that we use the escalator, I'm not sure if you know about this one, but here, let's say that this is the escalator. So it is divided into two. We have here the right side and the left side
Yes.
of the escalator. So here, the right side of the escalator, if you just want to stand by if you just want to stand by on the escalator and wait for the escalator to make its own movement until you arrive upstairs, then this is where you stand. But you stand on the right side. But if you are here, and on the left side, this is actually for people who want to make their own steps aside from the escalator moving. Do you know what I mean, Sally?
Yes, but I think this kind of escalator is not popular in Vietnam because every escalators in Vietnam is just standing and do nothing. We shouldn't walk. We shouldn't do
Oh,
anything. Just stand and wait for it.
oh, actually, explanation, it wasn't right. Yes, so all escalators in the world are the same. It's just that there is actually a rule whenever that we use an escalator. Yeah. Like if you just want to stand on it, so you have to stay put on the right side of the escalator and reserve the left side for the people who can't wait. So they will
Oh,
just make their own way upstairs while the
oh,
escalator is also moving. Because whenever that you stand here, then I will stand here. Then it is actually blocking the way for people who are in a rush to go upstairs. Yeah, so that
yes.
is
Okay, I
actually the
understand.
basic rule of using escalator like that. It's just that the purpose of it is to give way for those people who are in a rush like that. So anyway, we have here pickpocket.
Pickpocket is steal like money from people's pockets.
Yes. Are there so many pickpocketers in your place, Sally?
I think no, because usually my place in Ho Chi Minh City, it's a lively place, so there are always people in the street. So pickpocket, it's not happen very usual, but sometimes at midnight it also happens, but just sometimes.
Yes, well, that's great because it's so safe to travel in your area, Sally. You know what? Like one country that I've heard that the criminal cases are very low is Japan. Whenever that you
Oh,
left your phone in a public place in Japan, expect that your phone would still be there to where you left it because no one's gonna touch it. Or else, if it's not there anymore, then someone actually surrendered it to the authorized, what's that? To the authority, to the people who are authorized to call your attention and what's that? Return your phone. Yeah, but here in the Philippines, whenever that you left something, it's so rare that your things will be given back to you, especially if it's money, if it's your gadget or whatsoever like that. Like I'm not actually bad mouthing my country, but that's just the reality of it. But not all Filipinos are like that. There are also honest Filipinos. Yeah. It's just that maybe they're in need. They have they have personal needs. Yeah, that's why when they're given an opportunity to get something, or it's not really like they're stealing it out of your hands, you just left it and they're like, "Oh, it's an opportunity, then I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna return it back to the one who lost it, to who lost it like that." And you know what, Sally? Like another country, another city that has so many pickpocketers, that is actually common for that is actually very, what's that? It's like a tourist attraction. It is Paris, France. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
Yeah, Paris is in Europe. Do you know Eiffel Tower?
What?
Do you know Eiffel Tower?
No.
I think you're familiar with it. It's just that you forgot that it's called like this. Eiffel Tower in
Oh, yes, I know. It's in
Paris.
France.
That's right. So
Oh,
yes,
yes.
this is one of the most famous tourist attraction in the world because of
Yes.
its iconic Eiffel Tower. However, there are so many complaints that it's so polluted. There are so many homeless people, and the cases of what's that, pickpocketers are gradually increasing each year. Yeah, so that is why if you have plans to travel there, it's better not to bring anything valuable with you. Just left it in your condo. And you know what? Like um Miss Universe 2017, I think. So she's Filipino. She went
Oh,
to
yes.
Paris. She dined in a fancy restaurant, leaving all her belongings in her car. Her passport, her money, her luxurious bag. Yeah, like that. And you know what? Like, the thief actually broke the window of her car just to
Oh, no.
steal all her valuables. So that's how
So,
dangerous it is to travel to Paris.
but
Yeah.
at the restaurant, there's no security guard. I think there will be security guard in everywhere, like restaurants.
Of course, there is a security guard in that restaurant. However, she didn't park her car in front of the restaurant. She parked it in the parking lot.
Ah,
Yeah, like that. So there are actually CCTVs, but what can she do? Her passport is lost, all her belongings are lost, and the worst thing about it, the police officers didn't catch the thief because for them it's just normal. So that's so terrible to hear. Yeah. And she's actually, I'm gonna show you her face. I'm not sure if you know her, but this is Catriona Gray, Miss Universe 2017, 2018. She's actually
oh, she's
Filipino.
very beautiful. I know because I also love watching some beauty competitions, especially Miss Universe, very famous.
Yes, that's right. So she was the one who became the victim of what's that, burglars in Paris. Yeah, I know about it because I followed her in her Instagram and she posted a picture of it. She made a story out of it. Like she felt so sad because her passport is lost and some of her valuable things are lost too. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we have here the last word, which is delayed train.
Delayed train is if a train is delayed, it arrives later than it should.
Yes. So I know since you live in a big city in your country, Sally, so I know that there is a subway too. Is that correct?
Yes, but the train system, the subway system in my country is not popular, so we don't usually use train to go. We usually go somewhere by plane. If it's too far or by car, it's the most common form of transport in my place.
Ah, all right. And whenever that is just nearby, then you just use motorbike, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But have you ever tried traveling by subway or by train?
No.
Oh, you've never tried. Yeah, oh, actually, Japan and Korea, it's very common. It's so common to them to use the subway system. Yeah, here in the Philippines too, it's not common. Only in Metro Manila. Just in Metro, then it's common. But here in like small cities like that, it's not that common because we don't have train system here in our city. But of course, in the capital city in the Philippines, they have train system. Okay, so anyway, do you have any question here, Sally, about the words?
No.
All right. So since you don't have what's that? Any question, let's look at all the phrases that you can actually use whenever that you will have a chance in the future to use the trains, the subway system. So here,
Pressing go
what are
to Baker Street, please. Return to Waterloo Station, please. Which platform is it for Victoria Station, please? Do I need to change lines for Waterloo Station? I'd like a travel card, please.
like that? Okay. So now here are the things that you can hear.
Stand clear of the doors, please. Mind the gap, please. The next station is Tottenham Court Road. Change here for the Northern Light. You need to take the Bakerloo line. Get on the southbound train. Change at Tottenham Court Road for the Northern Line.
Yes. So aside from the places that are mentioned here, Sally, do you have other questions or any questions?
Mind the gap, what does it mean?
Okay, when you say mind the gap, that means don't go closer to where the train would go because of course you might get hit by the train. Especially if the train is arriving, you have to be away from this yellow line. Like that, like it's like mind your it's like keep your distance whenever that you drive on the road. There are so many signage to keep the distance between cars. Same thing with the train. To passengers, we have to we have to mind the gap to avoid accidents. Yeah, so any more questions, Ellie?
No.
All right. So since you don't have any question, so let's oh, I will let you listen to the audio of this part. Then you're going to fill in the answers by sending it to the chat box. So here it is, Sally,
Yes.
at the oh, that's the underground.
The Underground. Hi, do you think you could help me, please?
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to get to Waterloo Station. What's the best way to get there?
Probably by tube.
Okay. Do you know which line it is?
Yes, it's the Northern Line.
Great. And do you know where the nearest tube stop is?
Well, Covent Garden is just down this street, but then you'd have to change at Leicester Square to get on the Northern Line. So it'd be quicker and easier to walk to Leicester Square and to get the tube from there.
Okay, that's great. Do I need to change lines after that?
No, just get on a southbound train, find the platform that says southbound, and take the first tube that comes along. I think it's about 4 or 5 stops from there.
That's great. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. Bye.
Bye.
Do you want to listen again, Sally?
I think no.
All right. So I'll wait for your answer here in Zoom.
Okay. I'm finished.
All right, let me check. To walk the Leicester Square and to get the tube from here. Just get on the southbound train. Very good. I think it's about 4 or 5 stops from here. All right. So now who do you want to be? That's perfect, Sally. Very good. So who do you want to be? Do you want to be Miranda or Bob?
I want to be Miranda.
All right. So let's get started.
Hi, do you think you could help me, please?
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to get to Waterloo Station. What's the best way to get there?
Probably by tube.
Okay, do you know which line is it? It is.
Yes, it's the Northern Line.
Great. And do you know where the nearest tube stop is?
Well, Covent Garden is just down the street, but then you'd have to change at Leicester Square to get on the Northern Line. So it would be quicker and easier to walk to Leicester Square and to get the tube from here.
Okay, that's great. Do I need to change lines after that?
No, just get on the southbound train. Find the platform that says southbound and take the first tube that comes along. I think it's about 4 or 5 stops from here.
That's great. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So thank you so much for reading along with me, Sally. Okay. So Sally, that's it for the topic about the underground. Okay. So Sally, since you don't have any question, oh, it's already time to. So it's perfect because we finished this unit and next week we're going to start with unit 10. So thank you so much for joining our makeup class tonight, Sally. I hope that you learned something and I'll be seeing you next week. Have a good night, Sally.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye.